Hello you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney.
What up you guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now let's get into this, shall we? All right, you guys, welcome. Okay, we are accepting members. Okay, just click the join button under this video and you'll see all membership information. We have 4 different tiers that you can actually help support this channel and to continue to allow me to produce good content, quality content, and just be able to come to you guys more often. Like I told you guys, I have a life outside of this, and I have to maintain a check. Okay, so until I can be able to actually turn this over full time, which I would love to, I have to get it how I live. So if you guys would like to be in support of that, go ahead and click the join button down below to get more information. All right, let's get into this. All right, so if you guys have been under a rock, okay, for the past few or several months here, your girl B Simone has been under scrutiny, to say the least. Gosh, I don't even know where it all started. I don't know if it was the whole thirst trap that she set for herself when it came to the baby, caused people to look at her like, girl, or, you know, the whole simple fact of the matter that, you know, some months back, she created this manifestation book that basically people said that she plagiarized it from a few other creatives. Now, I do not condone that, nor do I agree with that, but it's like, what is not repeated nowadays, to say the least. But my thing is just showing credit. And to be honest with you, my friend, whose name will be remained anonymous, shall I say, she is a designer, okay? And she designed a dress for B Simone. B Simone did not give her her credit, okay? Her stylist knew who my friend was, and she never gave her credit, okay? Several times people would tag her in it. She did not take that and, you know, tag the designer in it, okay? And I'm gonna try to see if I can docker up the receipts that I have, maybe like take out the designer's name just so you can see like the correspondence in regards to it. But I don't know, because when I told her I was gonna talk about it on my channel, she was like, no, Whitney, she's so sweet. But this girl has designed for so many different you know, celebrities, to say the least, especially here in the Dallas area. You know, DJ Duffy, you know, to say the least, several times has she designed for her. But not for nothing, I think it's just an issue that B Simone has with giving people their credit, okay? And I don't think nothing is wrong with that. My whole spew, you know, I've gotten a lot of stuff from a lot of the YouTubers that I've seen on here, and I give my flowers, I give my shout out to them, in regards to Lovely T, in regards to Tasha K, in regards to Armand Wiggins and Storm Monroe. It's a lot of stuff that I take from all of them to, you know, be able to, you know, get a leg up, if you will. But I always let it be known, because I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Letting people know that, look, you know, this is not nothing original. I may do it better, but this came from who it came from. Armand is big on that with that whole get in here. He actually got that from another content creator. I can't remember his name. I'll probably put it somewhere on here. But, you know, he does his stuff more so on Facebook, to say the least, you know, and he's big time. He's known, you know, and he says that, not as intense as Armand says it and took it and drove it home, but he does say, you know, get in here. And I can say, you know, when I say, gosh, it's something that I always say, not for nothing. I got that from Armand. And I know I drive you guys nuts with that. But see, I have a tendency where I have a lot of pauses, or I smack, or I do like that. So I try to come up with creative fillers. And not for nothing was a one that I picked up from Armand, and I really liked it. See, I have no problem letting people know that, look, I wasn't the originator of it. I just like saying it, okay? And it is befitting, okay? So with that being said, here recently, B Simone came out with this video, and she's really just kind of giving the women I guess some tidbits, if you will. It has been placed out there that B. Simone has found her dude. She quote unquote allegedly manifested a man in her life, after all that chasing and stuff like that she was doing with the baby. I guess she finally got the point, or probably just looked at him and maybe that's not something that I should really want for myself. So it said that she is with a basketball player, I want to say, or a football player, one of the two. But to be honest with you, before I move forward with what I was going to say, inquiring minds would like to know, if I had the opportunity to interview B. Simone, my question to her would be, because you guys remember she got in trouble, even after the whole manifestation plagiarism thing. People were getting on her about the comment that she made when she was on Nick Cannon's podcast, and she was just talking about not wanting to do with a 9-to-5 because she's an entrepreneur, which I got what she was saying. As an entrepreneur myself, I can understand that. My ex-husband could not get that. I will be up literally for hours, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning on my laptop, not talking to nobody, but just working, and then it's like it's not enough hours in the day to get stuff done. So I would literally do that, and sometimes I wouldn't be able to show him attention and affection and stuff like that, and he didn't get that. I would have to go to events and things like that because I need to be relevant. I need to put my business out there. I am my marketer. I am the person that's doing all this word of mouth and things of that nature. So with that being said, I got where she was coming from with that. And there's nothing wrong with having a preference. You don't want to do with a 9-to-5. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And it's just so hypocritical that, men can say they don't want a dark-skinned girl, but we can't say we don't want to do it a 9-to-5. It's, you can't be doing that, and, your standards and stuff like that. No, because most dudes don't want a girl that work at McDonald's. Let's be real. Most of the guys are going to look right over the girl that has the McDonald's hat, okay? And not knowing that she is in school and that's her side job that's taking care of her main job. Let's come on now, because that's what I'm doing now. I have a job, but I am an entrepreneur 2 times, and I'm wanting to get into real estate and things of that nature. So you got to have some continuous stream of income until you can be done with that and make what you're doing as an entrepreneur come to fruition. But not for nothing, okay? So she got some backlash in regards to that whole situation. So my question would be to her, with her being with this NFL or football player or a basketball player that she's with, does he meet the standards, of you when it comes to being an entrepreneur? Because she was saying that, as an entrepreneur, she wants somebody with an entrepreneurship mind that know that when she has to go, he can go and things of that nature. And I'm just curious about that. I'm very curious about, him being an athlete, if you will, with his schedule. Are you prepared for the conflicts of that, with sports, starting back up, So I would love to ask her that question, because she was adamant about what kind of guy she wanted him to be entrepreneur too, I guess wanted him to be a rapper and all that stuff like that. So I would love to be able to ask her that question. Not for nothing, okay? So she is here recently found herself in some ish, if you will, because they're alleging that she plagiarized 2 different situations. One, a book called The List. They're saying that, somebody else had that out as far as the list, and this is just her saying, her list that she made to manifest her man, okay? And so to promote that, just like how she did when she was trying to promote the other manifestation book, she did a little live, and she was just, talking about it and all stuff like that. Well, she did it when it came to this situation. So she was giving women some tidbits and points and stuff like that in regards to what you guys can do to better yourself to get what you want in the man that you are wanting, okay? With that being said, people were saying that she basically got that whole little spew from another woman who did it, I guess, months before or a day before or the day of or whatever the case may be, and it was like verbatim or whatever the case may be. I didn't really speak on that because I think I probably did. Well, I don't know. I can't remember what I said, but I feel as though the whole situation is great message, wrong messenger. And I say that because, your history is kind of shaky when it comes to men and stuff like that. And then you've been in a whole lot of different situations to where, people kind of, are skeptical, so I get why people are just kind of like, girl, but the thing is that we have to get out of looking at the messenger and receive the message. And I say that because I get that a lot in a lot of cases. I mean, even in my own family, whatever. I'm the little sister. I'm the baby to my mom and things of that nature. And when I get into my anointing and I have a word, it's not necessarily received because of who I am, the messenger. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way for my husband. That's the same way for just people that know me personally. They don't necessarily receive what I have to say because they know me personally, or they know my faults and my failures. And with that being said, it tends to negate the very good message that I'm trying to convey. So I think in regards to B. Simone, it's the same thing. It's they're seeing the whole situation with the baby. They're seeing the whole alleged plagiarism and all these other things, and they're not receiving the message, regardless if it's regurgitated. Let's be real. Common sense will tell you that if you're trying to get something in life, or if you're trying to, the law of attraction. But I think that's the situation when it comes to B. Simone. You know what I'm saying? All these situations are transpiring with her or whatever the case may be. And people are like, girl, no. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're looking at who she is and not receiving the message. Oh, that's where I was getting at. Okay, so the thing is that it's so much stuff that's regurgitated in life. If you want something, in life, we all know that, if you want to go biblical, the Bible says, write the vision, make it plain. Okay, and so some of us tend to use vision boards. We tend to do these lists and things of that nature. Cool, fine, and dandy. I mean, so my thing is that the stuff that both of these women were saying, I've heard it before. No shade, no tea. It's not necessarily just B. Simone. Just she very well could have, but maybe she got inspired. But then I do get the situation in regards to what the issue is. The issue is that if you got it from somebody, give them their credit. See, I'm big on that. I'll say something like, something I saw on Armand. I'll even use the clip and I'll make reference off of that, and I'll start talking about the reference. The issue that people are having with the likes of B. Simone is that, girl, just admit where you getting these things from. It just show reference. Just, give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get it. But at the end of the day, what message has anybody just said that you haven't heard from somewhere else? Maybe not in the same way, but it's been the same message. So I feel like in a lot of cases, like I said, me personally, people tend to not take the message because of the messenger. And so my thing is that, you have to detach the two, or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna lead on into that to say that I was on Clubhouse, and I was able to be in a room with B. Simone. The Clubhouse was literally labeled flowers for B. Simone or something like that. And it was just plethora of different people that were in there. Let me speak out their names. T-Pool, Peachy, Jets, Erica, Ocho, and then B. Simone. Okay, those were the speakers. It was so many different other people that were in there, but they were basically, like the title said, giving her flowers, letting her know to keep her head up and things to that nature. What stood out to me is that she was just bothered by, she states that she's bothered by people questioning her character, if you will. She also stated that it was a point to where after all this was said and done, and it was going to cause her to shut down and shut up, because she was just like, dang, I really can't say nothing, My thing is that, sitting back and hearing all these things, it was very sweet. And I commend the brother that actually started the chat group. He actually started the group. It was a man. And you don't really hear that. You don't really see that much. It's always females uplifting females for the most part. But you don't see black men actually lifting up black women. You don't. You really don't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel like that's women's business or that's not y'all business or whatever the case may be. But we need to see that a lot more and know that we're appreciated a lot more, especially in situations like that. And so I commend the brother that actually did the room, and that's how she was. She was like, I'm so shaken, I'm so nervous. You know, I've never experienced anything like this. You know what I'm saying? So I really thought that was dope. Okay, so the positives and negatives, let me go ahead and give you guys the negatives. My thing in regards to that is like accountability. Girl, you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to hold yourself accountable. The reason people are giving you the side eye, B. Simone, is because of your history. You know what I'm saying? And your constant times you're not giving people credit, you know. And I feel like if throughout all those situations you gave people credit, you held yourself accountable. Because I remember with the whole plagiarism thing, or alleged plagiarism, when it came to her first book, she threw it on her team. I didn't know what they were doing. Well, before, I don't know the process of books, because I'm looking into, writing me my own. You approve it before it goes to print. You have to. So somewhere, shape, and form, you really wasn't as involved with your project as you claimed for you to be. So that's the issue, okay? And then all these other times that you are, taking, verbiage or whatever the case may be and not giving credit, that's the issue. Let's not play victim. Let's not act as if you just don't understand why the world and why people are looking at you and handling you the way they are. It's nothing wrong with giving a person credit when credit is due, okay? Now, the positive thing is that clearly this sister is, down. And, you know what I'm saying? And I would never want someone, because, they're getting bullied or they're feeling, negative tension, to want to stop in life. Because I've had those situations, even with YouTube. I'll be like, man, even my husband will be like, are you sure you want to continue to do this? Because you guys can be brutal. You really can. You can be very brutal. And then I can just imagine her being on a higher scale than I am, getting the damage as she is. And not for nothing, Tasha K just actually interviewed the other speaker lady that they're alleging that she stole the whole the whole glow up woman tips from, or whatever, the whole little speech from. She did a whole interview with her, or whatever the case may be. And this woman was like, I was giving her the benefit of doubt. I didn't really want to believe it, but people was tagging me. I'm not saying she stole from me. I'm just saying it sounds similar, blah, 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 right? So I just, that's the situation. That's the issue. You know what I'm saying? Give credit when credit due. And I don't think she would ever be in the situations that she's in. But I really believe that's why she is in the situations that she in, is because she's not giving credit when credit is due. And I don't know what is up with people in the world that feels like, oh, I can't put light on somebody else because it's going to dim my light, when if anything it's going to maximize your light, because you're showing humility enough to be able to be like, hey, I didn't do this alone, or hey, I didn't get this from just out of thin air, or hey, this is where credit is due. Not for nothing, you guys. That is the video. I just wanted to come to you guys because I thought that was interesting to hear B. Simone just say, like, I'm appreciative of this. I was about to give up. I was about to be quiet. I was about to go silent. And then she stated, a friend told her, girl, no, you not. That's what the enemy wants. And that is absolutely what the enemy wants. You know what I'm saying? I would have stopped thousands of subscribers ago, because I had so many people, even before I got into the whole R. Kelly, the Clarice situation. I was just doing regular commentary, and people, didn't like the way I was delivering. I paused too much. I talked too much. I breathed wrong. I stuttered wrong, or whatever the case may be. And I had so many people telling me in my comments, oh, you're not going to make it past 200 subscribers. And here I sit almost close to 4,000 at 3,700 subscribers later. And, and my channel is growing. I got members, and, it's just awesome to see where it's at. You have to move forward. You can't be held down by what the enemy is trying to do with your gift, with your talent. And I do believe B. Simone has gifts and talents, to say the least. Since she makes me laugh from time to time. She's got a different humor. But this is the new age. Comedians are getting risen, and they are younger, and they have a different kind of comedic flair to them. But I don't know, you guys. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. While you're there, please take out the time to like, share, and subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and welcome. Go ahead and join the membership by clicking the join button. There you'll see the 4 tiers of membership that you can indulge on and help me monthly with your subscription, okay? Not for nothing, if you already subscribed on this channel, head on over to 3 Shots In, where my fine hubby and his brothers, or his homeboys if you will, share on different topics, okay? And you have 3 different opinions. You have my husband, who is married, going on 6 years this year. Woo! And then we have my brother AG, who is newlywed. He's roughly like two years. I think this will be his 3rd year of marriage. And then we have Singleton, okay? And so these men give 3 different walks of life, aspects, and views on different topics and things to that nature. So check them out. Get in the comments. Let them know that Whitney D of Whitney D TV sent you. Subscribe to the channel. You won't regret it, I promise you. Then head on over to the plug, Power and Purpose by Retanya Sellers. Please, 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 women of God, men of God, if you're heading up over there, click subscribe, get in her comments, let her know as well that Whitney D of Whitney D TV sent you, okay? And thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I am Whitney D with Whitney D TV, signing off. Bye. Whitney D here from the sensationalized, celebrity recognized Whitney D TV, where I give you a realistic approach on celebrity news, advice, story times, reviews, and more. I'm here to let you know that we are now taking members. Yes, that's right. With 4 tiers to choose from, you can pick how you'd like to help support my channel on a monthly basis. Each tier giving you another level of exclusivity and access you won't get not becoming a member. So love Whitney D TV and want to see it grow? Join today. Thank you for tuning into the show. Now it's your turn. We want to hear from you. But remember, keep it cute or get the boot. Let's talk in the comments down below. Check out all our sponsors and affiliates in the description box. And don't forget to join the Witness Nation by clicking the subscribe button. Thank you. Until next time, this is Whitney D with Whitney D TV. Signing off.